a force feedback shifter, a force feedback pedal, and some upgrades to their current wheelbase setup. In this video, I'm going to break down everything you need to know about Moza's new upgrades and product. Then I will explain why some of their claims might be exaggerated. First up, we have Moza's Amp Booster Active Pedal. This is basically a brake pedal with a motor in it, meaning the pedal can push back against your foot. If that sounds crazy, it kind of is. We're talking ABS simulation, traction control feedback, vibrations, all of that coming through the pedal itself. Imagine slamming the brake and feeling the pedal pulse under your foot, like a real cross ABS kicking in. Moza is using a 200 kilogram load cell and a unique ball screw mechanism to enable the pedal to dynamically change its resistance on the fly. You can make it feel like a soft roll car brake, like this, or a Formula 1 very stiff brake. You can change all of that just in the slider in the software. Now you don't have to physically swap out the rubber or the spring anymore. Moza claims that it's a groundbreaking innovation, but there are already force feedback pedals on the market already. The SimiCube Active Pedal. The Active Pedal was the first of its kind that's available for consumer market. But the problem is that they cost as much as a decent used car. Okay, fine, I'm exaggerating, but it still costs about $1,800 for one pedal, and you still need to buy a throttle and a clutch. Moza is dropping theirs at $799 US for the Amp Booster alone, or $999 for a bundle. That includes the Amp Booster, CRP2 throttle, and a base plate. Yes, it's still a lot of cash, but it's a huge move to make this tech more accessible. Now the big question, does this actually make you faster or just only about immersion? For me, it's about consistency and immersion. You can really fine-tune your brake feel, which can help with muscle memory. With more information on your hands, you can make better decisions on the track. Will that make you faster? It's a great tool, but you need to know how to use it. By the way, make sure to like this video and hit the subscribe button to receive sim racing news and guides. We will also have giveaway events very soon, so make sure you don't miss that. Getting back into it, let's talk about the active shifter. This one might be my favorite because this one is truly innovative. We have had force feedback wheelbase forever, but a force feedback H pattern shifters? Not until now. Moza took a force feedback joystick base from the fly sim gear and turned it into a shifter. It's got two motors and up to 12 Nm of torque, which is actually stronger than many smaller wheelbases. This thing can simulate the feeling of going through the gears. We're talking about notches, resistance, and even grinding if you mess up a shift. It supports H-pattern and sequential modes and can even work as a handbrake. It also comes with two knobs, one that's like a round stick shift knob for H-pattern and another that's a tall knob for sequential, so you can swap depending on what you're driving. Well, who is this for? It's aimed at hardcore sim racers. It's $588 for the base and two knobs, so yeah, it's definitely pricey for a shifter. But many high-end known force feedback shifter can also be very expensive, like this one from BDH. Do you really need force feedback in a shifter to drive well? Probably not. You can shift just fine without it. But this is more about wants than need. For those who love driving vintage cars or just crave that realistic feel, it's a game changer. For the average sim racer though, a solid mechanical shifter is definitely good enough without spending this kind of money. Now, onto the wheelbase updates. Moza upgraded the encoder for R9, R12, R16, and R21, and tweaked their firmware to give you finer force feedback detail. They are now using a 21-bit encoder, enabling a very high resolution reading of your wheel's position. The other headline is a 360Hz mode for iRacing. That means super fast, super fine force feedback changes, so things like feeling the car's front angle light or the small vibration of hitting a rumble strip should now be more pronounced. Besides that, they also added high-frequency vibration support. This uses an audio signal to let the wheel create humming vibration through the rim. It's similar to what Logitech did with their True Force on their G923 or the G Pro model. And the best part is these updates are free. It also keeps Moza competitive with the big boys like Fanatec, SimiCube, and Acertech. In short, Moza's wheelbases just leveled up. It's not a revolution, but definitely a nice quality of life upgrade. Just like these useful and affordable accessories for your sim racing rig. Check out simsportgadget.com to upgrade your sim racing experience. With over 5,000 5-star reviews, it's the one-stop shop for all your sim racing accessory needs. Alright, what's the verdict? Honestly, I'm pretty impressed. Moza is not just making another basic steering wheel or adding another button box. They are injecting new ideas into sim racing hardware and making high-end features more affordable for everyone. If competitors respond, maybe we'll start seeing active pedals and shifters in mid-range setups in a couple of years. And while wheelbase updates are not as flashy or exciting as a new product announcement, they are very important signs that Moza is listening to its consumers and improving. That's all I have today. If you like this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, leave a comment if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.